Bismillah, Adaman, Adahim, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, Iyaka na'budu, or Iyaka nasta'in. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all's day. I hope you learned something today. You should be learning something every day. You are learning something every day, whether you want to or not. But it's good to learn and want to learn. You should be doing that until you can't no more. You don't gotta fill your head up with a lot of bull crap, because you can know a whole bunch of stuff and yet know nothing at all. You can know a little bit and know almost everything. If that makes sense to you. It's like less is more, more is less, if that makes sense to you. What to know is who you are. That's something you should know. Who you are and whose you are. You also want to know who the enemy is. I like what Sun Tzu said. If you know yourself and know the enemy, you don't gotta fear the result of 100 battles. You hear me? Word. The Bible says, be alert and of sober mind, because your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion. Do you know how to identify him? You must know how to identify him so you can catch him. I'm telling him, get behind you. You know what I mean? You gotta flee. You know what I mean? Word. But if you don't know how to identify him, you're gonna mistake your friends for enemies and mistake your enemies as friends. You must learn how to identify the enemy and all the type of ways that he'll try to come to you in. I ain't trying to rhyme, it's just on time. Word up. Word. Yeah, it's good to know who you are and whose you are. I love the fact a man came and taught us about where we at. This one no regular man though. Isaiah chapter 40 verse 12 say, who has measured out the waters? Who has measured the waters in the hollow of his hand? Or with the breath of his hand mark off the heavens? Who has held the dust of the earth in a basket? Or weighed the mountains on the scales and the hills in a balance? Have y'all ever heard anybody to weigh out, to measure the waters? Have y'all ever heard anybody marked off the breath of the heavens? Have y'all ever heard anybody who can hold the dust of the earth like in a basket? Have y'all ever heard of anybody that weighed the mountains on scales? The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught what Master Fard Muhammad came over here and taught him. It was a man who came over here named Master Fard Muhammad. Those very words I just now read. He said that the total land of the earth and water, he said that the total area of land and water over the earth is 196,940,000 square miles. The circumference of the earth is 24,896 miles. Ask a scientist to do your research and see if these numbers are on or off. The diameter of the earth is 7,926 miles. The area of land is 57,255,000 square miles. The area of water over the earth is 134,685,000 square miles. The Pacific Ocean covers 68,634,000 square miles. The Atlantic Ocean covers 41,321,000 square miles. The Indian Ocean covers 29,430,000 square miles. The lakes and rivers cover 1 million square miles. The islands cover 1,910,000 square miles. The deserts cover 4,861,000 square miles. Mount Everest is 29,141 feet high. The producing land is 29 million square miles. The earth weighs 6 septillion tons. That's a 6 with 21 zeros behind it. The hills and the mountains cover 14 million square miles. The earth is 93 million miles from the sun. The earth travels at a rate of 1,037 and a third miles per hour. And you don't even feel this thing spinning, do you? Light travels at a rate of 186,000 miles per hour. Sound travels at a rate of 1,120 feet per second. The diameter of the sun is 853,000 miles. How do you know all this? Only God can teach this. Pick up with me where we left off. I'm picking up from Message to the Black Man in America by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Okay. Where we left off, title called Economic Program. Message to the Black Man in America, page 192, title called, we in the chapter, Economic Program. The chapter, the section called, To Help Fight Against Poverty and Want. I appeal to all Muslims and to all members of the original Black nation in America to sacrifice at least 5 cents from each day's pay to create an economic saving program to help fight unemployment, abominable housing, hunger, and nakedness of 22 million Black people here in America who continue to face these problems. This will not interfere with the government's program for better housing conditions at all. It will only aid those who have never known anything in the way of help and those who do not even know that there is a government housing act to help dependent people. There are thousands of our people living in worse conditions than dogs and pigs. You ever just walk outside, you see people? At least dogs are not bothered with too many rats and roaches in their houses because they kill them to keep out the uncleanliness and filth which dominate and create bad housing conditions. We hope to set up a committee to teach and force our people to be clean. The Committee of Cleanliness. We already have such a committee in effect among the Muslims. It compels our people to clean their bodies as well as their houses. If you have only one suit of clothing, you should wash it and press it each night so that you can wear it the next day. If you are not able to have your hair trimmed at the barbershop, you should take turns and trim each other's hair. You must shave yourselves and look like men. And our women should clean up. You do not have to have a dozen dresses. Just Keep the one you have clean and pressed until we enforce cleanliness among the people of our nation and get them into the spirit of self-respect and the spirit of making themselves the equal of other civilized nations of the earth. Uh, we will never be recognized as being fit members of any decent society of those nations. Okay? Send your quarters every week to Muhammad's temple, Mosque number 2 in Chicago, Illinois. He said this a long time ago and did this. The things he did yesterday need to be recreated today. These quarters will be banked until we have $1 million to begin building a bank system. He had 22 million people in America. Out of 22 million, he said put up 5 cents a day. 5 cents times 7. 5 times 7 is what? Somebody. Well, everyone got silent. I see this and that. Well, 5 times 7. I'll do the math for y'all. As if I really need to. But it's okay. Just like you are. 5 times 7 is 35. 35 cents a week. How many weeks is it in a year? 52. So 0.35. 0.35 times 52. That's $18 a year. Y'all can put up $18 a year, can't y'all? Is $18 a year gonna kill you? Let's say you got 22 million people, and all y'all put up $18 a year. 18 times 22 million. That's $400,000 from putting up $18 a year between 22 million people. If the people come together, 22 million, a big number. Well, let's say you got 2 million, 3 million. Break it down even less. Let's say you got 2 million, 3 million people who willing to help each other. $18 times 3 million. That's $54 million. You telling me we don't got 3 million people in America that can put up $18 a year? A year, not a day, a year. You can't save $18? 3 million people, that's all we need. We don't really need that many. That's a lot, but that's a little number. There's a lot of people, black people. Yeah, what we gonna do with all this money? That's very, very simple. We're gonna keep on accumulating. We're gonna get the land. We're gonna get up out this condition we in. We could easily get out the condition we in. Just like that, if we really work together. Or you can just keep on staying as you want to stay. Y'all like being this way? You want to keep on getting up, going to work every day? Until you're 50, 60, 70? And then you're going to lose everything you got because y'all never knew how to hold on to stuff or be financial? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad wrote this book in 1965. It's 2025. I find it strange. That's why it's so amazing what the brother did. To be able to pour the people. Because the people are highly, highly ignorant. You can be out your condition just like this if you really wanted to. All of y'all. If the people really work together. $18 a year. Some of y'all might blow $100 a day on drugs and this and that. $18 a year. But let me keep on going. Alright. These quarters will be banked until we have $1 million to begin building a banking system. We have wasted too much money trying to be the equal of the millionaires of America. We like sport and play, but we suffer the pains of hunger because of the millions of dollars lost paying notes for luxuries we could do without, such as fine automobiles. A lot of y'all gotta have a new Benz. Y'all just be throwing money away, man. What? Fine automobiles, fine clothes. Hey, I go get a $4 shirt from the store. And look as nice as one of y'all in y'all $100 suits or $100 shirts or whatever y'all be rocking. I know it's like to go buy expensive clothes, but you ain't gonna catch me just doing that all the time. Nah. Word. Unless you just want to throw your money away, but nah, I ain't doing all that now. Word. I go to shoe shop and get 4 pair of shoes for the price of one. Y'all can go get some Balenciagas or something, whatever them shoes called. I think they called them. Word. Or, bro, I go get 4 pair of Adidas. Some Adidas or some Fila, something. Or I go get 4 pairs of some cheap shoes for the price of y'all one. Or shoes is going on your feet, my boy. The shoes don't make. I know you might catch somebody's attention, but if you got to catch somebody's attention, that mind messed up. The mind you trying to catch messed up. You want to put? Let me keep going. Whiskey, beer, wine, cigarettes, tobacco, and drugs. You don't need these things. Let the entire nation sacrifice for 3 years. Confine ourselves to buy not more than 3 suits of clothes a year, never exceeding $65 in cost. Buy the minimum amount of shoes, never paying over $16 a pair. This back in 1965. All right, when he wrote this. I don't think you can find shoes that, well, you might can still at some place. Where? Pretty sure they do got like Walmart or something. You might. Then they do got shoes you can get at Walmart for like $20, $30 or something. I think that's low. Anything under like $30, you might get some Shacks or something. All y'all done been in Walmart and seen them shoes in Walmart. You wanna know something? Black people, this how y'all think. Y'all can go to the damn Foot Locker, Foot Action, Nike shoe store. You gonna get the highest price dope man, the highest price Jordans. Look at my Caucasian brother. You'll see them in Walmart buying Walmart clothes. Walmart shoes. You don't laugh at them, do you? But how come let one of us go get that? Look at him, he got on some Shacks. He got on Wally World shoes. Why you laughing at your brother because he's smart and saving money? You don't laugh at white people when they go to Walmart and buy stuff. Do you? No, you don't. But you'll laugh at your brother though, for wearing something cheap. He's saving money. What's wrong with you? You want him to spend money? You know what I mean? Word. You don't laugh at white people when they go to Walmart and buy Walmart clothes and pull off and they brand new jeans. Word. I think so. Let me move on. As long as certain prices for the above mentioned merchandise remain the same, of course, inflation can run prices up until money has no value. We should cut down on waste and high-priced food. Eat pure and wholesome food without being extravagant. Let us cut our extravagance as soon as we have enough money in our banks to purchase lands sufficient to feed the 22 million black people. We will build storage warehouses to store up our supplies of the necessities of life for our people. I believe that if we make these sacrifices throughout the nation for 3 years, as all our nations are doing or have done, we will soon rid our people of poverty and want in 3 years. The people can change it all around. I love the fact that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad did this. He stood up in America, in Chicago. This man stood up without no assistance from the government. Shut up, my boy. Y'all out here begging to that new agenda. You wearing out your knees. Praying, wearing out your damn knees, ain't you? Praying. Most of y'all prayers ain't even getting answered because you don't even know how to pray. Praying. You know what I mean? Word. Ain't got nothing. I love the fact that Honorable Elijah Muhammad left a set of rules to follow. Stood up. Word, man. Y'all don't want to stand up, do you? Obviously not. You won't see me caught in y'all foolish ways of thinking. I bless Allah for the wisdom that He gives. Many people don't pay no attention to it. But those people who in the way, there's not much for me to say. Sooner or later, you'll be going away. Russia did not. Russia did it on a 5-year plan. I am afraid that you, with your short patience, will not agree. But try 3 years on an economic savings program to fight against poverty among our people here in America. I know you will become a happier and more recognized people, and have the spirit of independence, which is the glory of any nation. Please respond and help yourself. Each and every one of you will be sent a receipt, which will be recorded in our books for the Muslims. 3-year economic program for the Black nation in America. You will get a receipt for every penny you send to this office, which you will keep as your record. You can mail the money directly to the Muslims. 3-year economic program department, Muhammad's Temple, number 2, 7351 Stony Island Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, 60649. You can send 25 cents each week or $1 a month. All right. Send postal or personal money orders. No personal checks will be accepted unless your financial statements are verified by the bank. We, the Muslims, will support this program and hope that every member of the working class of our people throughout the country will join us. We will show the world that we can build an independent nation out of those who have been a dependent people for 400 years. We are asking you to help us enlarge our educational system so that our people can be educated. This we refer to as re-education into the knowledge of self, our history, and the knowledge of the good things of life, of which we have been deprived. You can also aid us by subscribing to the Muhammad Speaks newspaper. May Allah bless our poor dependent people in America with better homes, more money, and better friendships among the nations of earth. A sound economic plan. 1. The economic plight of the Black people of this land has so long been neglected by so-called leaders that even our own people have forgotten its basic importance. Our economic position remains at the bottom of the ladder. Because of this ineffective leadership, and because so many of our people ignore the basic rules of a healthy economic life, We fail to develop self-leadership in economics. We are in the midst of the so-called civil rights struggle, and ferment among the black and oppressed reaches new heights. I shall first critically but constructively the guide and outline which must be followed if this black nation of 22 million is ever to achieve true independence and equality. We shall begin with these 4 points. Number 1, our knowledge of self, others, and the time should force us to become more prudent, which means wise, in our spending. Unnecessary spending by trying to keep pace with the wealthy of this country has done more to put us on the path of the prodigal son than anything else. Let us be taught how to spend and save by those of us who desire to see us out of poverty and want. Number 2, do not be too proud to meet together as leaders and teachers to discuss the solution of how to stop this reckless downhill fall of our people. Number 3, not one so-called Negro leader seems to want a meeting with me to discuss the plight of our poor people in North America. Right. Whole bunch of people just in the way. But bless God, though. Bless Allah. You hear me? He'll make a way. The people who just this and that ain't really a whole bunch to say about you. Number 4, I have set before you a program. According to the divine supreme being and his prophets, you have neither produced a better program nor anything to equal it. Your present how long did this go? I know it's okay. I will get through that. Your present plans are involved in one of the most disgraceful programs, especially you who boast that you are free and want freedom, justice, and equality with your slave masters by sitting, standing, and begging to be accepted as the brothers of those who for 400 years have brought you into your present condition and have made you a people unwanted by the civilized nation of the earth. Civilized nations of the earth. No one wants foolish people who love everyone but themselves and their own kind. Who would rather beg than go for self? Or even ask the slave masters to help them go for self? Such people, numbering into the millions, are on a road to destruction if their downhill speed is not checked by Allah and his messenger. How to make an economic program successful. It is very hard for an economist to plan a wise program and see his plans carried out, because the so-called American Negroes' economics are controlled by the white man. The white man owns the country and the industry. He is manufacturer and producer of everything. Now, it is difficult to plan an economic program for a dependent people who, for all their lives, have tried to live like the white man. The first step the so-called Negro wage earners should take is to spend only when necessary and according to their income. They should save as much of their salaries as possible, weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. We, as wage earners, should always plan to save something from whatever we are paid. Do not become extravagant spenders like the rich who own the country and everything in it. It is sheer ignorance for us to try to compete in luxury with the owners. If we can save just 5 cents a day from our wages, 25 cents a week, $1 a month, that would mean $13 a year. Right. $13 a year we could save in a national savings bank. We number around 22 million, and approximately 5 million are wage earners. If 5 million wage earners save $13 a year, this would mean 65 million saved out of our wages at the rate of 25 cents per week. It will be painless. But the so-called Negroes do not have that in the national bank. Let us see how much money we spend unnecessarily. Suppose we spent the same amount, 25 cents a week, in tobacco, cigarettes, cigars, chewing, or snuff dipping, but of course you will spend far more than that. Some people spend 25 cents per day for cigarettes alone. Let us say we spent the same amount, 25 cents a week, on beer. Again, the actual amount will be more. This means 65 million a year spent for beer, and the same spent for whiskey, wine, cigarettes, and cigars. We also spend unnecessarily on sports. You average the same on sports, 65 million. Another 65 million is spent in gambling, averaging 5 cents a day, 25 cents a week. This is just the minimum. If 5 million wage earners save just $47 per year, they could save $235 million a year. And this figure would be far greater if we included extravagant and this figure would be far greater if we included extravagant buying of clothes, furniture, and cars, eating the hog, the divinely forbidden flesh, which keeps us filled with arthritis, rheumatitis, high blood pressure, and fever, makes unnecessary doctor and drug bills. All of this wasteful spending should be checked, and you will see within a 1-year period that you have not saved $1 billion, but several billion. The economic way to use the money you save is first to buy farmland and produce your own food. You can raise enough cattle, sheep, and cows and chickens by the thousands if you try following our program. We could cut down on our clothing bills, some of us by about 30%, and yet be well dressed. Again, in this way, we could build a national savings bank from deposits for ourselves and invest our money in the purchase of necessary things for our nation. Then you will cut down your present high cost of living. Purchase real estate, buy farm and timberland, convert the timber into lumber, and build homes for yourselves as the white man is doing. Of course, he will have the authority over whether or not to sell the land to you. Get clay land with marsh clay land and hill clay. You can make your own bricks. Bricks are inexpensive to make. Once you get your kiln built and tracks laid, the greatest expense will be coal or gas to fire your bricks. Build brick homes for your own people and sell them to your people at a very reasonable price. Why? It do make a lot of sense. Just why? Try and save your people from unnecessarily high price buying. Take your cotton to the mills and have it converted into lint. And take the lint into the textile mills and have it converted into cloth. You are very smart. You have many technicians among us who are about as smart as they come. Why shouldn't we get together and produce something for ourselves? Ask the government to help us go for ourselves. And if the government will not help us, although we and our fathers have been loyal and helped them to become and remain independent, then I appeal to your own people to allow you to move in among them. I'm sure that if you are a Muslim, you can find a place anywhere on earth. We are the righteous, and it should not be hard for us to do something for self if we unite. We do not need to unite and then go fight some other nations to get their country. No, that would not be necessary. Come follow me, and I will show you how to do this without having to shed a drop of blood. Shedding blood for something that you are divinely justified in having is not necessary. It is a disgrace for us to have all this present trouble standing around begging, quarreling and fighting with slave masters over something that we can do for ourselves if only given a chance. This chance can be had if you go about it in the right way. Right. The Economic Program, Chapter 2. Jump a little track. This snap. I ain't no 40 minutes from that. Time always sweat. Alright. One thing about it, how about the face something? I caught that real fast. Try that, son. We're gonna get dry. Alright. What's that? Like 3, 4. We can make. I believe we can make it there. The Economic Program 2. Yeah. One thing about it, the people can be a part of it, or be among the people who just sat back and did nothing. But just look, you got 3 type of people. People who do stuff, people who watch other people do stuff, and you got people who do nothing. Which one would you like to be listed as when history go down? As I noted previously on matters of economics, there is entirely too much distrust among us. We trust everyone but ourselves. Word. We therefore have to build or produce trust in ourselves in order to do something for self and kind. We cannot depend upon the white man to continue to care for us and build a future of good for us and our children. We can see every hour and every day how the white man's world is narrowing, and how his time is growing shorter. This narrowing of the world power teaches us that we must strike out for ourselves or be left behind helpless without a future. Do you want to live or die? Or you just want to sit back, keep on just watching people? You know what I mean? That's going to come to an end too. If you would accept Allah for your God and his religion, Islam, which means entire submission to his will, it would produce quality leadership that you could trust, a leadership capable and willing with a heart of love for one's people. Christianity has never been able to produce the right leadership for our people, and never will. It is disheartening to a wise leader of the so-called American Negro to see how foolish he has been made to think and act. The black man in America, as well as the black man abroad, has never been able to provide good leadership for himself under Christianity. Because Christianity is not the true religion of God. It is a division of religions and uses a division of God, which makes it impossible to establish true love and unity of brotherhood. As I wrote previously, it is difficult to plan an economic system for a people who are subjected to the whim of another people. You are limited in your jobs, salaries, and incomes by the white man. I guarantee you, I said to myself this morning, one thing I'm not going to do, I know what I must do, and that's get to work. I ain't going to have time to sit around and be around. Got to get busy. If you ain't getting busy, I'm going to catch y'all when I do catch y'all. But nah, got to get to work. It's a life or death situation. I got future people. One thing about it, my people ain't gonna be in a situation that had to go through, especially if wisdom around. Why have wisdom and don't use it? Many people. I told myself earlier, I ain't gonna never get mad at my black brothers or sisters no more. Even if they keep on doing the same old bullcrap games. I see why Jesus said, your brother or sister come to you, they do something this and that, just keep on forgiving them. Overlook they bullcrap, bro, because they don't got it. For us who got it, we got to go stronger than ever, man. Believe that. And overlook the people, because they don't got it, bro. Alright? But for y'all who do got it, get to work. I told my, alright, listen. Stay focused, locked in. One thing I can't do is miss a day. I can't miss no days, bro. Many people. As I wrote previously, but you still can learn not to be reckless and wasteful spenders and happy-go-lucky people with nothing of your own. Every sport the white man with bulging banks of money enjoys you to imitate him. Take what he gives you and learn to see some of it. The hardest times are before those of you. The hardest times are before those of you who will not accept this program and follow the way of Allah and Islam. Guide you and set you in heaven at once with money, good homes, and friendships in all walks of life. begging and praying to the white man to accept you. his once uh, his once abject slave and now willing slave, and give you the things he has given himself, and his kind is really out of place today. The white man claims that he has given you freedom. He feels that he is not responsible for your poverty since you have had 100 years of your own. He believes that if you did not like him, you should have left him. And if you do not like him today, you should leave him. You do not want to leave him because of your great desire for his wealth. This classified you as being lazy, a people who do not want to accept their own responsibility. Think it over, my friends. We could save money by walking instead of riding in luxury. Right? Hey, I was walking to go get my food for like, I had a car for like 6 months, 7 months, and never even hopped in it. Word. Word. I know how to save money. Word. You might spend $20 in gas between maybe 3 days. Word. You know what I mean? It depends on how much you ride. It depends on how much you ride. You know what I mean? Word. But yeah, you can save money by using your feet. If your feet work, you can save money. Word. This and that. You can save a lot of money. That's one thing I know how to do. Word. If you can save, you can last a little bit longer versus the average person who just spending everything. People try to live beyond their means. But if you can save, you'll do good. You'll do better than good. Even as stuff ain't this and that. All you gotta do is be able to save and not live beyond your means. Bro, I might spend Allah be blessing me. A 12-inch turkey sandwich costs like $12 or something. I get it for like $5. How you get a 12-inch sandwich for $5? Allah be blessing me. I got favor with the people. Word. They look out for me. Word. I get it for $5. I ain't gonna flex. Word. That's what's up. Yeah, I can make it off like maybe between the sandwich, some shoes. I don't even remember like $10. Maybe 10, 11, 12. About 11 or so. I ain't gotta spend more than like $10 or $11 a day. Many people, y'all might spend that in the morning on breakfast. Well, y'all might spend it on breakfast. You're gonna go to McDonald's and get, I don't know what you're gonna get. Because I don't do that. I don't know what y'all gonna get. But I see y'all like 3 times a day. Going here, going there. I used to be tripping and spend probably like, get two pieces of pizza in the morning. Word. That jump be like 7. I might go to the Mexican place, get like a dinner meal. That might be like, how much that jump used to hit for? Like 15, 16, something like that. I still might slide later on. I think I used to spend like something like $30 a day. Word. Quite sure I spend $30 a day easy. Just on food. Easy. Word. $30 a day versus $10 a day. A major difference. 30 times 7 is what? What's 7 times 3? 21. Put a 0 behind. 210. Alright? times 3, 30. It's 210. That's a week. So $210 a week times 4. That's $840 a month. Just on food, my boy. Every day. $840 a month times 12. That's $10,000 just on food. Versus $70 a week, $10 a day. 70 times 10, 70 times 4 is $280 a month. 280 times 12 is 3,000. The difference between 3,000 a year and 10,000 a year is a huge gap. Word. That's an extra 7 bands. 6 bands I can play with. Word. Just on food. If I can manage my eating, that's an extra 6 bands. That I can do something with. Word. 6 bands. Word. I can do something with 6 bands. Think about that. Facebook, if you see my screen blacked in and blacked out, that thing happened. That's why I tell y'all follow me on YouTube. Type in Rashada Israelite Muhammad. You know how it jump be. One day y'all gonna have to catch up with me in real life, because sooner or later I'm gonna take it back to the street, or to the mass majority of people, if they listen or not. I don't know, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm quite sure there's more people out there like me. I know I'm the only brother out here. You know what I mean? Alright. Make something work. Let me dive in. Man, no, I'm gonna get the rest of this journey up. Alright. I like that. I'm trying to get through this. Right here, the thing. I'm gonna make it quick. Be my page though. Alright. Where I'll stop now. Okay, that's where I stopped though. Yeah, I like this. Might as well get dry really fast, bitch. They're talking and stuff. Well, but it's a shame how many people don't pay attention and be watching. I ain't got nothing to say. Confirmation. I'll just keep texting me though. Yeah, I wanna. At all. You do not. This classified you as being lazy. A people who do not want to accept their own responsibility. You want your hand out all the time. Y'all love the government giving EBT. You should be giving them EBT. Word. You should be. It's not in your mind to help people out, is it? You think about what you can get from them. Y'all ain't thinking at all, man. But that's alright. Hopefully the Lord Allah smack you upside your head and think. Or I hope he force you to think. Because if he don't force you to think, you're definitely damned. I can guarantee you that. Think it over, my friends. We could save money by walking instead of riding in luxury. If we can purchase an automobile, we should not try to get the most luxurious model. Unless we can afford it. If you can copy. Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan, he ride around in the Rolls Royce. And don't give a damn about it. He the best. And when you're the best you can be, the world, with the best things of the world, it's nothing. I ride around in the best because I'm the best of this world. Word. You hear me? And it's word. I love the way the Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan put that at John. He said, yeah, I got a Rolls Royce. Word. I got the best the world can offer, which is nothing. What y'all, you know what I mean? But before then, that brother had a humble beginning. A lot of y'all don't know about the Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan. uh, man, he know what it's like to be poor. Yeah, tell you that. When you know God, your Father Allah, you don't stay poor. You don't stay broke. You have read in previous articles on economics how you can save hundreds of millions of dollars, even billions, if you would accept the right economic program and stop using things which destroy your health, such as tobacco, which doctors warn us can cause cancer. X-rays are shown, X-rays are known also to be dangerous and produce cancer. While X-rays aid doctors in finding the source of an ailment, they are not good for our bodies. Scientists now warn you against gazing into TV sets for any long length of time because this can produce cancer in the body. This is especially true of children who prop themselves in front of TV sets and gaze for hours at close range. We must remember that the new inventions are still in the experimental stage. None of the new inventions in this great modern world are completely safe. Look at TV only when you know there is something of importance to be seen, not for foolishness and sport. Beware of the national elections. My black brothers and sisters, there is no salvation in them for you, only false promises. The only salvation for you and me now is in unity and being under the guidance of Allah through His messenger and His program for us all. Do not follow those self-made leaders who are seeking only the praise of the people and have no good in mind for you and will lead you back into becoming more of a slave than ever. Our problem is to be solved by a divine solution given to Allah's messenger. Follow me and live. Reject me and die as people without the help of God and friend. I'll say that 3 times. Follow me and live. Reject me and die as people without the help of God and friend. Follow me and live. Reject me and die as people without the help of God and friend. The choice is yours. Up, you can accomplish as you will. I'm asking that we, the whole nation, sacrifice for the next 3 years. And when we get enough in our bank, we will put it to work to make more money. We do not mean to let it lie idly for 3 years. We could invest in anything to help the nation improve our economic condition. Therefore, our distrust in each other has kept us down. We have to trust each other as other nations trust each other in order to do something constructive for the original black people of this country. We would like to raise at least 500 million in the next 3 years. If all will contribute willingly and honestly, all they could to this economic plan, we will soon have billions and enough money to have something for ourselves, other than begging at the gate, door, and floor of the white man's business places. For that which, if united, could get for ourselves. I'm sure that the white people will have more respect for us after giving us a job and salary. If we would try saving some ourselves. If we would try saving some of that salary to help others in that which we could do for ourselves. If they gave us jobs and pay us living wages, we should do more for ourselves than we are doing with high wages and salary that we are receiving today. If the wages were rightly distributed, they would prevent our begging for food and shelter. No nation will ever respect us as long as we beg for that which we can do for ourselves. There has never been a leader of our people who went all the way out to set up an economic plan for our people. I use the saying of Jesus, all before me were thieves and robbers. There are millions of your dollars lying in the white man's banks doing nothing for anyone. Put these millions of dollars to work buying farmland. Since this is the basis of independence, raise cotton, corn, wheat, rye, rice, chicken, cattle, sheep. The sheep will clothe us with its wool and feed us with its flesh. The cow would also serve as food for us, as well as his hide being used in making shoes, belts, jackets, coats, and hats. The cotton could be woven into cloth. Remember how America once had to spin its yarn to make clothes by a spinning wheel? Today, if you have the money, you can buy machines which will weave and print thousands of yards of cotton goods per day. Do you say that you cannot do it? The white man is not preventing you from doing these things. He has many textile mills. He will help you and even weave your clothes at his own mills for a price. We can cobble our own shoes. The white man will sell us the machines. In fact, he will sell us almost anything to help us manufacture what we need. However, you must first go to the farms, till the earth, and produce your own land. Build stores and warehouses to preserve your food throughout the seasons. We just are not trying to do anything for self. We just are not trying to do anything for self, as I have repeated until my throat is dry. One day, America, the white man, will not be able to carry this entire nation of 22 black million on her back. Look at the black people now, man. They ain't got a lot of jobs for us. All right, bro, we gotta get the move and get the cooling. Their world is getting very small, and if you are dependent upon this world, yours too is getting very small. Self-preservation is the first law of nature. Everyone tries to provide a future of his own, but the American so-called Negro. Turn your millions of dollars over to our national treasure, to our national 3-year economic savings plan, and I will show you how you can do all these things overnight and be a happy people right here in America. This will bring about peace between the two people because you will not have to fight or beg the white man for that what you can get for yourself if you were only united. You most certainly should be tired of being beaten and killed. I'm appealing to you, each and every one of the 22 million black people of America, to send every penny, nickel, dime, dollar, hundreds of dollars, and millions of dollars that you can spare to the 3-year economic plan. His plan was the Muhammad's Temple number 2, 7351 South Stony Island Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. I tell y'all, if I got y'all trust, I ain't got this and that. But I'll put this plan into effect too. Them people over there, I don't know what they got going on right now. But I'm gonna figure it out. I don't want to use the Cash App junk, because they can try to tap into that at any given time. But I'm gonna figure something out. Alright. I'm a damn sure recreate what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad did. Right. And I don't need people help on the internet. This and that. Unless I got your help, I'm gonna go out to the people. I bet my life it's people who homeless, who I get more help from than people who just this and that. That's what Minister Farrakhan did. He had homeless people help him out. They thought he wasn't gonna get no help. When you got a man of God who got a plan, don't need no silly fools. The Lord will take people who ain't got nothing and make something. Russia did it and became independent. Pakistan did it and became independent. And you also can do it and become independent. As soon as your money is received, it is banked in the Continental Bank of America and other federal banks until we reach the mark of 1 million. When our mark of 1 million is accomplished, we are going to build a National Reserve Bank for the black people of America. Thank you again and again for your contributions. We will prove to you that we are honest people and only want to see you out of the mud of dependency and on the rock of independence. We can help accomplish this task by asking the government to do her once slaves a favor for the next 10 years by exempting us from tax. The world hails the new economic plan. Our 3-year economic savings plan is receiving great response. Those able to give who are given far more than I expected, and this includes all of the Muslims. And this includes all of the Muslims. Those unable to give are in sympathy with our cause. We thank and praise Allah for His coming and blessing those who have neglected their duty to Allah and self because of ignorance and fear of those who put fear in us and prevent us from uniting. For a common cause. If Allah continues to bless us, and He will, and He will, with the progress that we are now making, the set goal will be accomplished at the end of the 3 years. We, the Muslims, have responded nearly 100% for the past month. This savings plan is intended for all of our people in America who are from the slave parents. It was not meant solely for the Muslims, but for the entire 22 million of our kind. Let it be remembered that what is good for the Muslims is good for all of our people here in America, because you are the ones we are trying to reach with good. A national savings plan for us, 22 million original black people, is one of the greatest steps towards financial help against poverty ever set before us since our so-called 100 years of freedom from slavery. The black man or woman refusing to give our 3-year savings plan credit as mentioned above, and all who will not contribute to it, cannot be considered a man or woman who wants to see his or her people out of the chains of want and suffering. We can do nothing constructive until we unite in a constructive plan for the entire 22 million of our people here in America. Jealousy, envy, and suspicion in and against good planning for us will always keep us down as a nation in the name of Allah. That ain't gonna be the case. But I know it's gonna be some negative people. But as we go forward, I'm willing to bet my life. We'll see who make it farther. Us who working. I told you got three types of people. You got people who doing something. You got people who watch people do stuff, and you got people who do nothing. Alright. So just keep on watching. You know what I mean? It's kind of this and that. But if y'all who doing stuff, salute. Dollar two. It ain't much to really say about it. You're really in the way. None of this is for you. What I'm reading, none of this is for you. Alright? So y'all who don't got nothing to do with this, you can just go. Do yourself a favor, do me a favor. Or because when they get up, or thank you. If our forefathers had the power of life to speak from their graves, they would condemn you for wasting your time and life after being freed and not availing yourself of this freedom. They were forced into slavery against their will, but you are now forcing yourself to remain in slavery by trying to force the white man to allow you to remain with him and provide for you as he has always done. You must admit that white America envies the success and prosperity coming to us. especially the poor devils in the South. This is why they will not give us an equal chance with them in that which will bring us progress and success. Since that is true, I'm appealing to you to seek separation from such people on some of this earth that we can call our own, away from a people who openly show and tell you that they hate you and any or all good that may come to you. I got a few more pages. I'm gonna knock it out. Join us, the Muslims, in our program for a united black nation so that we may free ourselves from our oppressors with whom we cannot get along in peace. Spend only when it is a must and contribute all you can to this 3-year economic plan. We will not, however, be responsible for contributions given or sent other than directly to the 3-year economic saving plan, Temple number 2, 7351 South Stony Island Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, 60649. This was what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad had said. Mr. Farrakhan was still carrying this out. Mr. Farrakhan, an older man though, and once that brother gone, it be people around, you know what I mean? This and that. Like I said, I'm gonna find a jump. People could this and that too. Why get to work? Separation or independence. With the right understanding and with business unity, we can turn the great flow of millions of dollars that leave black communities and go into the hands of white businessmen back into the pockets of the poor black men and women who will benefit most by it. How can we do this? First, we must stop being so foolish as to spend our few hard-earned dollars with the rich of this land. Those of us who are wealthy or poor should help set up independent businesses, which our people need and which could add wealth to our communities. With such cooperation, our own businessmen could actually help lower prices and provide employment for the multitude of unemployed. But to be successful, we must have some of this earth to produce our people's needs. For example, in Chicago, Illinois, as well as in other communities throughout the country, the black man is robbed through giant cut rate stores owned exclusively by white men who make it almost impossible for independent stores owned by black people to survive. We cannot compete in business unless we unite and get some of this so that we can produce our own people's needs. It is the right time that we seek separation and independence for our nation from the evils of our open enemies and not the foolish things other organizations are doing. They want our people integrated into our open enemies to be destroyed as a people. They seek that recognition which demands better qualifications, education, the knowledge of self and others, manners and self-respect and the respect of others. But our people just do not have these qualifications until they first come to Islam and bear witness to what Allah has revealed to me. No intelligent and refined society will accept us until we have the above stated qualifications. Education, knowledge of self, others, manners, self-respect, and respected of others. You don't got these things, do you? You don't even like yourself. All right. People look at me, who does this dude think he is? I'm a young man trying to help you out. You know? Word. These people. I gotta overlook that though, because I know that a lot of our people not right. I told myself earlier, I ain't gonna get mad at my black brothers, my black sisters. Word. Alright, what's up, Tay? I see you, boy. What's good with you? Hey. You know what I mean? What's up, man? Let me finish this thing. We, once slaves, have grown to be a nation of 20 million or more, and a nation that enslaved our fathers and to this day have deprived us of equal justice under their own laws. No equal civil rights. Most of us are treated by white citizens of America as animals. Right? It is common to see and hear white mob attacks. White mobs attacking, beating, and shooting down poor blacks whose fathers and mothers labor, sweat, and blood help make America the righteous government on earth. Nevertheless, we are yet the most hated and mistreated people. Allah wants to make a nation, a great nation, out of us, so-called Negroes. But if we desire to remain the slave of servants for our slave masters, it is all right with Allah. Do we love word? If you don't want to change your situation or condition, I like what Biggie said on that movie. You can't change the world until you change yourself. The Bible teaches that until you come out and separate yourself, he said, the Lord said, when you come out and separate yourself, he gonna be your God. The Quran teaches that God not gonna ever change your situation until you change yourself. What? Yeah, you gotta want better. Michael Jackson, that's an excellent comment. Michael Jackson said, you gotta look at that man in the mirror and make a change. Word. That's why Michael Jackson was blessed as he was, even though the world looked at him a certain way. That brother was blessed. You can't deny that. You can't deny that. Word. All over the world. You're absolutely right. You said you gotta look at that man in the mirror. You're damn right. And ask him to change his ways. Alright, that's what God wants. But we don't do that, do we? We still stuck on this same bull crap. Allah, do we love ourselves and our children? If so, why not build a future for ourselves rather than beg the same slave master for jobs and equal shares in whatever they have, even to equal membership in their society and families, into marriage? This is definitely not a wise thing to do, but a very foolish and destructive thing for the once slave and his master to do. By the help and guidance of Allah, I have put before you the wise and best thing for your future. Firstly, some of this earth that we can call our own. Without some of this earth that we can call our own, we cannot hope to even become a free nation out of the nation of the slave master. It is far more important to teach separation of the blacks and whites in America than prayer. Word. Teach and train the blacks to do something for self in the way of uniting and seeking a home on this earth that they can call their own. There is no such thing as living in peace with white Americans. You and I have tried without success. I don't give a damn what this and that. Y'all go to work, I go to work. Go play this and that, bro. You can't listen. You can't get up in this system. What damn you talking about? Only way y'all can, it seems like you're getting up is if you on some wild bull crap. Y'all see a lot of these rappers and this and that. Y'all, that's all y'all, many people that try to take this cheap route. Whether you're a rapper, you're gonna sell drugs or something, or you're gonna make music or be on movies or something. Or you're gonna do some wild crap. You go to the army or something. You know what I mean? You messing with white people though. It's rather you in entertainment, you dancing, or you selling out. Alright, you don't succeed this way. A few of y'all might get up. A few of y'all they might put up. It's like putting like a crab on the bucket, and the rest of the crabs look up and see the other crab. Oh, he made it out. The only way dude got out was because that damn white dude lifted him up and gave him a spot. All y'all fighting to get that spot he got. Bro, listen, man. Ain't no getting ahead with these people. You living, some of y'all who work a regular decent job, you just try to go to work. Police still follow you. Police still follow you, harass you. Word, bro. You ain't doing nothing wrong. Mud still on you. That thing pissed me off so much. I'm trying to tell you, man. You got some good people. You got some good white people. But the majority of people, I'm just saying, man. Come on, this crap, bro. Y'all gotta separate. The best time that black people was flourishing was in segregation. In segregation. Black people own business. They had their own buses, own this, own that. And what happened? They outlawed segregation. Why is that? Because they see y'all was starting to secede a little bit. Like, these niggas starting to work together a little bit. We can't do that. So what's next? Let's come out with colors. Gang banging. Word. Gang banging. You got colors involved now. We got to hit them with something else. Let's give them this crack. Give them this heroin. Let's give them this hip hop music. Put these movies out. You don't piss me off, man. Because the people have been. I don't understand how people can't see that you're in a trap. A lot of us from the neighborhood, you hustle, you understand the street term, trap. Nigga, this whole system is a trap. Set up by the white man, bro. What you talking about? It ain't meant for you to get out. It's a trap. Word, bro. The whole damn thing is a trap. People can't see it. They still walking blindly into the mud. Alright, you don't see after 400 years? What is preventing you from seeing this and acting? And for y'all who do wake up and see this, the rest of the people look at us like we crazy. Right. We want to do something. But thanks be to Allah. Teach and train the blacks to do something for themselves in the way of uniting and seeking a home on this earth that they can call their own. There is no such thing as living in peace with white Americans. You and I have tried without success. Right. Look what white Americans did to my followers in Los Angeles, California on April 27, 1962. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad wrote this book in 1965. His words still strong and powerful to this day. In fact, they're even more powerful. If one was to pay attention. Well, he wrote this in 1965. I'm reading a book that was wrote in 1965. I'm 31. I was born in 1994. Bro. It blows me that people not paying attention. Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that if y'all can save $13 a year, let's say you got 5 million people. This book tape. Message to the Black Man in America by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Listen, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said if you save $13 a year, $1 a month, you got 12 months. Say $13 a year. Can y'all save $13 a year effortlessly? Quite sure you can, no problem. $13 a year between 5 million people. What's 13 times 5 million? Let's do the math. $13 times 5 million. That's $65 million that we can save effortlessly. $13 a year. If we got 5 million people that can put in $13 a year, just $13 a year, we can save $65 million between all of us. Can we do something with that? Can we buy land? Can we do something? Can we get the moving with that? $13, that won't even hurt you. Y'all blow way more than that. Just $13 a year between 5 million people. You can come up overnight. We can come up overnight. We ain't gotta be homeless. We ain't gotta go to work for these damn people. What we going to work for? $200 a day? And what we doing? We work and give it right away, my boy. Let's say we is work, and we do this little saving thing. $13 a year between 5 million people. Bro, I know it's more than 5 million black people in America. $13, bro. What we gonna do? We gonna buy land, get food and stuff. Listen, man. We can come out this damn condition we in fast. This brother wrote this in 1965. I born in 1994. It's 30 years between him writing this, me being born. I'm 31. So if you 60 years old, between 30 and 60, Mars could have been did this. People not paying attention, man. Not paying attention. $13 a year. Effortlessly. We ain't gotta go to work no more for these damn people. We can give them jobs. They can't give us no job. We can give them jobs something to do. Listen, man. They know that we, the Muslims, are a peaceful people and do not carry arms. But the heartless enemy devils care not for peace. They were created and made to hate peace. Night and day, they are out seeking a chance to beat and kill you. while at the same time you are out seeking to show them how much you love them. A very foolish people you are. How can anyone other than you so-called Negroes love an open enemy? I can't stand these bastards. My good Caucasian brothers who mean good, I love them. They got a good heart. I'm talking about these evil, wicked bastards who got us in this condition. I don't give a damn about them. Word. Can't you see? That's the end of that chapter. I've been reading for an hour and 30 minutes. Just till now, I've had to jump on from the beginning. But I'm about to get off here. Nice talking, seeing you too, Tay. Word. I seen you the other day when I was rapping. I think you got off when I seen the drunk though. I think you said you had to go back to work or something. I seen your comments though, my boy. I see you still tuning in too every once in a while. Word up. Follow along, young man. Follow along. May Allah bless you and rise you up to be a man for your people too. I know it's a few black. It's crazy. You got kind of got the same name as me too. But may Allah bless you. May Allah bless all y'all who truly this and that. Because it's going to take some people who pay attention and want to come out of this condition. And I don't like to keep on being in the system, messing with these damn people. Alright, brother. Figure something out. I know if you got a plan, all you can do is put action behind your plan. Got the plan? All you got to do is put some action behind the plan. Get up and go out. If I got an idea, I can sell my idea. One thing I know how to do, one thing white America put the people through is to hustle. But I ain't hustling just to scheme people now. What you mean by that? Oh, I know how to get out here. I know how to get out here and post up, but I ain't posting up in the wrong way. There's one thing I do know how to do. I know how to post up and catch plays. Yeah. One thing I do know how to do, and I'm gonna get to working like a summer gun. Word. Tell you that. Y'all be blessed, man. I can't speak like I want to on here all the way. All right. I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace.